started. So what is academic upgrading? So academic upgrading here at Northern Lakes College is essentially the program that gets you where you want to go. It's not the program that gets you the credentials to do the job you want specifically. It's the program to get you into the program of choice, or it's the program to get you into the job of choice. So yes, essentially we're talking about ABE level classes, so adult basic education and adult high school. So essentially it is common for adults to be missing a prerequisite of some sort somewhere to get into a career of choice. So for example, folks, like on the screen here, this is a pretty popular program that we have here regularly, is that let's say you want to become a paramedic. You've always wanted to be a paramedic or a practical nurse, but for whatever reason, you didn't go that way, but now you'd like to go that way, but you don't have the credentials in terms of your high school transcript to get into a paramedicine program or a nursing program at the post-secondary level. So you'd come to academic upgrading and say, well, I need to get a biology 30 better than 60%. I need to get an English 30-2 class better than 70%. And I need to get a math 20-2 credit better than 60%. Well, this is the department that's going to get you there. So we get you the entrance requirements for the program that you want to get to. So we are, as Terry said in the text chat, the launch pad. We have a whole network of employees here at NLC that work for academic upgrading, right from the campus instructors, our distance instructors. We got educational supports. We have chairs, we have coordinators, we have student learning assistants, we have tutors. We have a whole essentially army of folks whose sole job and responsibility is in various capacities to get you, to help you to where you want to go. So how do you get started? The first step, honestly, it's pretty simple. You just apply on the website, northernlakescollege.ca, apply now, you click academic upgrading, you click the term that you want to start at, and you hit submit. It's free to apply for academic upgrading all the time. Today is a special day because it's free to apply for all of our programs. There's no $50 application paid. Thank you very much, Terry, for adding the direct link for the application. But in academic upgrading, there's never an application fee. All of the testing, all of the assessment, all of the planning for you to get to your career goal is free of charge for the student. We want you to be as successful as possible. Okay, so once you apply, our admissions team will review and assess your transcript. If you've already attended school in the province of Alberta, and great. And if you have to meet our minimum entrance requirements, okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. Then once you're accepted, okay, then you meet with a campus instructor or a coordinator, and essentially that's where you have a pretty cool conversation and you talk about what we call an education plan. And you basically say, look, my goal is to become a paramedic. And we say, okay. So I'm gonna use Terry as an example because he's a coordinator. He does a lot of this right now in his position. And he says, okay, well, student XYZ, you're starting here and your goal is paramedicine. So what classes do you need to take within academic upgrading to get you to meet the requirements and to be successfully admitted into a paramedic program? That's the goal, that's the plan. He'll be able to map out how many semesters, how many classes, if it's full-time, if it's part-time, all the nuances of your plan, talk about the expectations, the time commitments, so on and so forth. It really is a robust plan. Okay. Academic upgrading, as I've mentioned or alluded to in the previous slide, is a career program transition. Like that's really what our goal is. Okay. Academic upgrading, when you pass academic upgrading, your education plan, it's a success in and of itself. Absolutely. Do not get me wrong. You should always be proud of your accomplishments, but it's not the end goal in and of itself. It is, you're passing the first step and you get to launch into the next step, which is actually the career training of choice, and hopefully the start of your training and learning in a career path that you're absolutely excited about doing. So some of our launching pad transitions that are of note. And there's way more than this, by the way, through Northern Lakes College, but these tend to be our most famous or most sought after. So licensed practical nurse, we're ranked #1 in Alberta. So from academic upgrading right into practical nurse, amazing. Trades, carpentry, welding, electrical. We're bringing in a plumbing program. There's we have a robust and amazing power lab here in Peace River. And I mean, the sky's the limit here with some of this stuff. Bachelor of Education degree through our University of Studies program, which is a joint effort through the University of Calgary. So yeah, that's right. You can start at Northern Lakes College through academic upgrading, get into university studies, and then from university studies, you could actually go right through to the Bachelor of Education degree and become a teacher in a couple of years. It's pretty amazing, actually. Primary care paramedic, ELCC, educational assistant. I'm not going to keep reading them all through, but we have a lot of robust programming here at the college that academic upgrading can launch you into, okay? So how long is our program? Well, you know what? We actually don't have a set length. I can tell you, though, that we have 2 terms a year. So September to January is term 1, and then February to June is term 2. The reason why we don't really have a length of program is because everyone's educational plan is different. Some people upgrade with us for 3 years full time because maybe for whatever reason they never attended school either here in Alberta or Canada or from an international destination beyond what will be considered elementary school. Or a program could be as short as 1 semester part-time. They only need 1 class to finish their goal. So it varies. The lowest level of classes in the department are essentially the grade 4 academic level. So we do have very foundational, very foundational level classes. And so students that come into us at that level have additional supports, generally much smaller class sizes, and programming is much focused, a little bit slower in terms of pacing because we really want to ensure success. Okay, Alberta education curriculum is utilized. NLC is licensed to award Alberta education credits. So what that means is that Northern Lakes College's academic upgrading is an officially recognized high school in the province of Alberta. All courses that you take at the high school level with us go on your Alberta education transcript, and the transcript credits are internationally recognized by all other post-secondary institutions. So you could take a course with us here at Academic Upgrading, do really well in biology, grade 12 biology class, and apply to, say, the University of Toronto for a program that requires an upper level bio class to get into, and they would accept it. So we are an internationally accredited high school. We are not an equivalency program. Generally speaking, our programming is live online 80-minute classes, anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. The programming and academic upgrading right now is what's called synchronous delivery. So it's a pretty fancy word for just means live online. Approximately 90% of our students, now this is actually an updated, we didn't actually update the slide for this number. I actually just noticed it now. More of our students, more and more, are actually coming from diverse funding methods. This semester, we're actually about 62% foundational learner assistance funding. So it's still the lion's share of our funding model in terms of where our students are coming from, but it is definitely closer to 50% than ever before. So, and yes, the FLA, band sponsorship, and the community adult learning, this is still accurate. Roughly, our courses, if you were paying out of pocket, cost $965 total. That cost will go up a little bit for September 2023. The official cost is yet to be finalized through our Board of Governors. So that is the cost for this year. It comes with textbooks, your headset, USB drive, scientific calculator, basically all the resources you need to be successful in your studies. This is not a hidden cost in any way. This is the true cost. So of this total amount, $550 is tuition, $210 is a learner resource fee, there's a technology fee, so on and so forth. Okay, folks. So when you see that dollar amount, there's no hidden fee. That's the total cost. Okay, and honestly, why take programming at NLC? Well, we are a provincial leader in upgrading programming, online programming, and we have students really kind of all over Canada right now. We have a few in the NWT. I know of one in Ontario. I believe there's one in the Maritimes. So it varies from semester to semester. But yeah, we do have students all over Canada. At this time, I don't think we have anyone officially outside of the Canadian border, if you will, but we always have international interest. So there's no application fee. Okay, the application can be done in less than 15 minutes, honestly. It's very, very easy to apply. It's free. And once you're on the list, then our trained experts reach out and have a chat with you and see if our department will help you reach your goals and meet your needs. So there's really no harm in applying to just get the ball going. If it works out, it works out. Great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's okay too.